Hello everybody and welcome to my channel Smack with Cards. Today I will be showing you Grand Archive, a new TCG that has launched previous year, so last year, which I've been playing a lot recently and I really enjoy. Today we'll be opening set number 1, Dawn of Ashes, and hoping to pull that CSR or a signed card. But who knows, later there'll still be a video about how this game is played, how the rulings work kinda, but today we'll be just focusing on opening them, so let's go, let's do that. Alright, so here I have my beautiful booster box of Grand Archive. This is the first set like I mentioned before, and we have beautiful Lorraine here on the top. These boxes come sealed, so with a little wrapper, which I really enjoy. Let me already start opening that. And these boxes are, I think, already quite rare or becoming more rare because there's a lot of people that have been opening them and are still opening them. Because also the value has kind of spiked the last few days, last few months because of regionals and stuff like that. That gives it more popularity. So right off the bat, when you open these boxes, you will feel that the box is so soft. I was surprised at first when I opened this box. I've opened a lot of TCGs in the past because, you know, I'm kind of addicted to opening cards, but yeah. But this one is really soft. It feels nice. It feels nice. All right, so when you open it up like this, I always do this for good luck. Like, put it up, up. You will see this little pack. This pack contains all of the spirits that you need to play Grand Archive. So Grand Archive is based like on a champion that you play, and the champion in this case starts off with a spirit, spirit of wind, the spirit of fire. They're all like elementals, and they are level 0. I mean, and you have to level them up to level 1, level 2, level 3. And they gain more life each time you level them up. So I think that's a really interesting part of Grand Archive, that you actually gain more life as you go through the game. So you basically get those spirits for free. I think they're not in the packs themselves, so you also just need them. All right. Then, concerning the box itself, it comes with these plastic packs with some of the champions on top. So here we have Alan. The wrappers are still plastic. So unlike, for example, Flesh and Blood, where they are paper, they are plastic. And I brought my scissors with me to open them up because they open, sometimes they open nice and sometimes they don't. So I'll just use the scissors. All right, let me put this to the side so we have all of the space, and then let's start opening. First pack, here we go. Always exciting. I love opening cards. I love it. I never get used to it. All right, let's throw these boosters to the side, and here we go. All right, first card, Lorraine Blademaster. So these packs are built up like that. First you get a token or a champion on top, and then the commons come, and then the uncommons, and then the rares or above. And you have a chance of getting a foil, but foils are not guaranteed in Grand Archive. It's a chance. I think in a booster box there should be 2 or 3 of them. Don't know for sure anymore, but yeah. Alright, so Lorraine Blademaster, one of the heroes. Dewdrop hairs, cute little bunnies. With floating memory and the class bonus, very nice. I think they're very cute. Cute art. Planted explosive, also common. Oh, here's another hero actually. So this is Alan, the one that we saw on top just now on the package. Lineage break champion for Tamer. Blazing through, throwing that axe, dealing 4 damage. Cremation ritual. Very good card right now for fire. Cremating your own ally, for example, and drawing 2 cards. For very, very nice. Careful study. An Inview in Frost. Enraged Boars. And then we come to our first uncommon, which is Arcane Sight. This is an arcane element. This is actually an advanced element. So like I said, you have to level your champion from 0 to 3. And at level 3, they gain another element, and in this case for Rai, it's Arcane Element. So you can only play this when you're level 3. so a bit of a late game card. It costs 0 and it lets you gain a level as a champion. So in Riot this is very important, of course, and lets you draw a card. So all of these sites, there are more sites, like there's also Crux site and stuff, they all draw you a card, I feel like. And it's a fast spell, so you can play it in your opponent's turn if you would like to do that. So this will go there. A mana limiter. So this is actually a card that goes into your material deck. So in Grand Archive you have 2 decks, one over on the left side and one on your right side. The right side deck is your main deck and you will just draw your cards from it in the beginning of the turn, for example. Your left deck is your materialized deck. And in your materialized deck there is stuff like weapons or like this bauble, stuff that makes you draw cards, rings, equipment, stuff like that. The difference is that you can only play 1 material card every turn. So at the beginning of your turn there's a materialization phase, and in that phase you can play one of those cards from your deck. This one costs 0, but if it costs 1, then you need to discard one of the cards you put down here in your memory. So yeah, mana limiter, also a card for Mage. Oh, and then we already have our first SR here. Not a bad one, I feel like. So this one is Besiege the Winds. It's a Cleric Mage spell, and it says materialize a card from your material deck. So the reason why this card is good is that it lets you materialize a card outside of your materialization phase. So you can play something from your material deck using this. Also a hero of a champion, so you can also level up using this. So it's like a second dungeon guide in ways. This is slow activation, so can't play it in the opponent's turn. But I feel like this is a good hit to start off with. Good card for Wind, I like it. Alright. So, that was our first pack, actually. Let me put those a bit over here. So, alright, first pack. We already got one SR. On to the next one. Tristan on the top here. Cut into this booster and open it. Alright. So, on the front we have Xander, Korhasi's Chosen, level 3. He has the Luxem element. Then we have Drowned Cut, common. Banner Knight, good common. Favorable Winds, also good. Freeze Stiff, Refurbish. Bushwhack Bandit, Crusader of Asa, I presume this is how you pronounce it. Asa. Ignite the Soul. And then like I just said, here we have another side card, but this one is Terra side. So this also lets you draw a card and it's preservable, which means you can put this card into your materialized deck as it resolves, and then when you materialize you may instead return this card to your hand instead of playing it. Cost 0, is a fast activation, draws a card. Like I said, all of these Terra side cards, they draw you a card. Alright, first uncommon. Ooh, then we have a Hasty Messenger. This card is very good for fire. I feel in every fire deck this card has a spot. It basically is a unit for 2 cost and 1 attack and 2 defense. And when it attacks, you can discard a card and draw if you do. So usually this card is used to stack up your graveyard with fire cards, so you discard a fire card, or you discard a card with floating memories so you can use it to level up next turn. So that's usually how it works. Good card, good uncommon. And then for our rare, we have Immolation Trap. This costs 2 less to activate if you are an assassin. It is a reaction and it basically says destroy target damaged ally. This card is pretty good against, well, some big units that you find hard to kill. So if you have done them 1 damage, they are damaged, and then you can just kill them off by playing this. Very good card against some decks. I feel like this was played against the Lorraine horse. I don't know what it's called right now, but in Merlin Lorraine there was this kind of horse that was hard to get rid of, and I think Immolation Trap gives you a way to deal with it. Second pack done. So yeah, this weekend we have also like this tournament going on in the Netherlands. I'm still not sure what I'm gonna play, but I'm hoping I open some cards I still need, like a dungeon guide. I hope to see that. And maybe some of the other rares that I don't have, all of them. Gildas, I really like to open a Gildas, but yeah, okay. We'll see. Sylvie. Freeze Stiff again. Windstream Mod. I like this card. Look at it. It's such a cute dog. Ignited Stab. Flame Rune Swordsman. Blissful Calling. Steel Water Patrol. A Barrier Servant. Ooh, and our first foil. And let me say, this is a pretty good foil. I cannot complain about this. So let me have a close up a bit. All right, so this card, Creative Shock, very good card for fire decks and gaining cards. These cards cost 3, and then you draw 2 cards, and then you discard a card. And if you are a mage, you can also shoot 2 damage at a unit. So a unit is also a champion in this game. If it's called an ally, then it's only your units in the front, so not your champion. So I'm really happy to see this in foil. I've never seen it before, actually. It's a pretty good hit. I'm not disappointed about this one. So yeah, that is our first foil of the box. Should be 2 or 3 in it, but yeah, we'll see. We'll put it over here. And then we have a Meadow Bloom Dryads Terra card. This is our first uncommon. Another mana limiter, which we already saw. And then for our rare, the Crystal of Argus. It gives your champion a level for every 3 enlightened counters on them. So a card for mage, I guess. Yes. Ooh, I'm so excited about this foil. It also looks very pretty. I think the camera, even though it's pretty good, doesn't do it justice. I think all of the foils in Grand Archive are actually pretty good looking. And I also think the fact that you don't open a foil in each pack still gives you the exciting feeling of opening each pack, because you never know what's in it. There could be a very cool foil, there could be a very nice SR, or there could be a signed card, which is bonkers. Maybe you will see one, but my hopes are small. Sylvie, level 2. Peer into Mana. A Veiling Breeze. Then another Freeze Stiff. That's our third one, actually. Another Windstream Mod, so another dog. A Trained Hawk. Seafaring Mercery. Ear Page. Black Market Broker. And then for our uncommon, Sudden Snow. And another card for our Materialized deck, Surveillance Stone. Lets you draw a card if they attack too much, basically. And for our SR, a Reckless Conversion. So this card could be well, it is a super good card. So it lets you draw 2 cards into your memory, and then you banish 4 cards from it. And then if you are mage, which I assume you are if you play this card, then you recollect all of your cards from your memory to your hand. This card was banned. This card is banned as of now. So this card was very good. It still is, but not playable right now. But who knows, they might return. So that's our second SR. So yeah, Grand Archive is actively moderating, I guess, the game. So if the game is somehow unbalanced, or they feel like, for example, this Reckless Conversion is a bit too strong, they will put them on a watch list, I think from 1 to 3 level, where 3 is you're seriously on the edge of getting banned, and then you have the banned cards. So yes, this is how they try to balance the game a bit. Right, Roy. Crystal of Empowerment. So this is also a card that's actually banned right now. Gives you +2 level, and this was just too strong. This was very good for Rye. This was very good for Lorraine. This card is just a bit too strong. Glacial Guidance. Swift Recruit. Cute Boy. Magus of Magus Disciple. Not sure how to pronounce. Reckless Slash. Rally Advance. A Now Familiar. I like these animals. Strategic Planning. And then for our uncommon, a Fiery Momentum. This card definitely sees play right now. Also Arthur there, my boy. Very cute boy. Then we have woodland squirrels. These squirrels also very good. They are used to balance Gildas because Gildas needs balance in her hand and in her memory to be amazing. And the woodland squirrels help you if you are 8 cards instead of 7, for example. And they're a really good target for Ace and Protector because they cost 0. Very good card. Very, very nice. Ooh, and talking about her. Well, this is a coincidence. So these cards work together and it's already our 3rd SR. I feel this box is going crazy wild in the first few packs. So maybe it's we go hard and then we go very bad, but we'll see. So Gildas, 3 cost. It's a unique ally, so you can only have 1 on the board at a time, which is good because Gildas is seriously way too good if you could play more of them. They require balance, so balance means you have to have equal cards in your memory as in your hand. So balancing with 7 cards is quite easy to do, I feel like, and sometimes you can balance 2 and 2, but more difficult already. And when you balance, she gets plus through attack, which means she's a 4/3 for only 3 costs. So yeah, this card is amazing. Also one of the more expensive cards in the set. I'm really happy to see her here. I really needed one, just like I said before. So yes, this is all in all a good hit. Good hit, good hit. So far, not bad, not bad. I'm pretty happy so far. Yeah. For a one-off box, this is not terrible. Not that there are any set rates, except for SRs, I feel like, and foils. But there's no set rates in terms of CSRs, so signed cards, as far as I know. Lorraine. Ignited Stab. Menagerie Beast Bonder. Chilling Touch. Fireball. Good card. Another Cremation Ritual. Careful Study. An Imbue in Frost. Enraged Boars, and wow, well, okay. I think we keep on hitting good stuff here. So, Froststorm Paladin, an uncommon. It's played a lot these days in water decks because it's just, well, it's very good. So it's an uncommon, but it's still very good. That's also the thing I like about Grand Archive. Even though it's a rare or an uncommon, they are still pretty good and pretty wanted. So I think this card is like 10 to 15 euros right now for an uncommon. This can be seen as a good and a bad thing. I personally see it as a good thing because even those cards that are not as, not an SR are still needed and also expensive. So yes, this card is very good. I'm happy to see it here. Ooh, another Creative Shock. This time not foil, but still pretty. So if you put them side to side to each other, you can easily see this one is the foil. It's far superior. Then Creative Shock, and for our Intactful Sergeant. This card, Warrior Human card, 4 cost, wind. On enter, if your champion has attacked this turn, draw a card into your memory. Drawing cards in Grand Archive is pretty good. So any card that lets you draw a card or lets you draw a card into memory for later is pretty good. So yeah, this is a very nice card to have in your wind deck. The question remains, will we see a signed card today? I have opened one. And I've opened a lot of boxes, but I've only opened 1. So they are quite hard to get. But I've seen people, of course not me, but you know who you are, that have pulled multiple, even though they only bought 1 pack or they bought 2 boxes. And here I am opening 20 boxes and not getting a single one. Life. Rye, Veiling Breeze, Sharpening Stone, Prodigious Burst Mage, Honorable Vanguard, Refurbish, another Bandit, Crusader, and Ignite the Soul, A Cry for Help, so cute. Look at the little Sylvie over there, indeed crying for help from the big bad wolf over here, and she's getting it. Luxem Sight, another side card, draw a card. And also recover 3 when it is revealed. And for our R, we have Spirit's Blessing, which is a Crux card. So for Lorraine right now, or Merlin, I guess. Yeah, also a pretty good card. Not bad. Not bad. And I feel like a lot of people are, at least in Europe, are wondering this on how the game is doing in Europe right now. As I'm from the Netherlands, I feel like we are in a pretty good position right now. When we started playing Grand Archive and we started kind of, you know, telling our friends about it, it was very small at first, but it's growing steadily, and I feel like we have like a at least an okay community right now, like 8 to 10, even 14 players sometimes. So I feel like it's getting better and better. Song of Return, Magic Disciple, Planet Explosive. But yeah, the more people, the more happy we will be, of course. So maybe that's also a bit why I'm making this video. So hey, if you see this video, give it a try. It's really a good game. And more people will make it better, of course. Energetic Beast Bonder, our first uncommon. Combo Strike, our second. And then our UR is the Majestic Spirit Crests. So you get one UR a box. And this one is definitely not the best one to get, I guess. But it's a 0 cost, it's a Crux card, it's for Warriors, so for Lorraine or Merlin, and it says banish Majestic Spirit Crest. Your champion gains on attack, draw a card until end of turn. I don't think this card has seen play a lot because there's not a lot of options to give your champion, like to untap your champion to wake it up. But if it would, then it would be pretty good, I think. But yeah, so our UR for the box does look pretty. There's very nice art. But yes, I hoped on getting a Crusaders ring, I guess, because I own 2 of them, but I still want 1 more actually, because I'm just too lazy about changing my cards all the time. But yeah, well, I can't, beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Majestic Spirit Crest it is. So you are already out of this box. Still looking for some SR definitely, and also looking for some foils that are in here. I hope on a very nice foil. Alright, Ignited Stab, Beast Bond Pause, Channel the Wind, this is also Gildas on there. Honorable Vanguard, Idle Thoughts, Empowering Harmonies, Sparklight, Library Witch. I like her. Look at that. She's so spicy. She is spicy. Reckless Researcher for our first uncommon. Persian Flames, also a good card right now to get rid of all those units on the board. And our Horn of the Beast Calling, which I think is an interesting card. I already tried the deck using this. I think it could be good, but yeah, Sylvie's not in the best position right now, but who knows, because I think in 1 or 2 months there's gonna be another release of starter decks with the new Sylvie in there. I think she's called Sylvie Queen of the Slimes or something like that. So I'm assuming it has something to do with all of the slimes we got. Will be very cool. Maybe this card will see more play then, because I think it's a good one. It's a good one. And I really want to make Sylvie work. I tried it a lot of times, but it's just it ain't it. Yeah, it ain't it. But if she is it, I will be definitely going back to her. I like the using the animals. Here we have a little Windrider Mage on her broomstick and a Patient Rogue, also very cool. And then for our the Drawn Blade, which is also used in a lot of Lorraine decks for your attacks with weapons, and it lets you draw a card. Good card if you have floating memory hanging around, because you'll just draw a free card. Right, just checking I won't cut into my cards here. Xander. So this is the old Xander, actually, level 2. There's a new one that has been released, which is arguably better. But I don't have it in a card form yet. I hope soon I will. But yeah. Ooh, I'm going too fast. Cram Session, Song, Intrepid Highwayman, Benevolent Battle Priest for our uncommon. Then we have a Korhazi Courier, also good card. And for our R, the Invoke Dominance, which is again a card for Sylvie, which I feel like could be good, but as I said before, not right now. But I do like the art on that card. And I also like Sylvie, so I'm not disappointed right now. Alright, next pack. Rye, Fireball, Smith, Chilling Touch with Ellie's Bull, Windrider Vanguard. She is so cute. Very cute. Juggle Nice, Restorative Slash, Port Smuggler, Beast Bomb Boots, very nice, are uncommon. Jewel of Enlightenment, and a Mist Resonance. I think this card is okay, but it costs 5. But all your allies get +1. And if you have Harmonized, then they will change their life stat with their damage stat or their power stat. It's an interesting play. Not sure if it's a good play. But this card still has to prove its worth, I think. This is also, again, because Sylvie is just not that great right now. I always pick the champions that are not that great right now, because in the last set that was just released, Alchemical Revolution, I really like Arizona, but guess what? Arizona is not that great right now. But yeah, who knows? Could say I just like it very tough. Merlin, we haven't seen her yet, I think. Freeze and Heal, Give it Bath. Invigorating, Zephyr Assistant, a Steam Knight, still a good card, even though it's in the starter deck, I think, of Lorraine. Solid Snow, Safeguard Amulet, must have against Erupting Rise right now, and a Fervent Beastmaster SR. So this card is a card for Tamer. It costs 5, but this card has Vigor. Vigor in Grand Archive means that when you attack with it, so when you tap it, you can untap it at the end of your turn. So it's still able to retaliate. And if you have a beast ally, this gets +1/+1. So it's a 4/4, which can retaliate. Pretty good. Pretty nice. I think if I really want to make this card work, I think. But yeah, Sylvie, like I mentioned before. Also Arizona, I think she's so pretty and cool with all of her potions and her nifty things, but not quite there yet. Ambertail, Better Nights, Glacial, Song of Return, Smacking with the Flute, because why not? Also, where do you think I got my name from my channel? Smack with Cards. Unless here she's just smacking with a flute. Mark the Target. Inspiring Call, Mistbound, Second Wind, very pretty art, Tome of Knowledge, +1 and draw a card, and a Conduit of the Mad Mage. Look at the art, very gorgeous looking rare. Oh, grabbed 2 by accident. I feel like we're halfway in this box and we're doing pretty well right now. We have 1 foil, we have 4 SRs, we have the UR already. So not bad, but you never know, that's the thing in Grand Archive. There could still be a signed card. Pray with me, please. Xander, Beast Bond Ears, Draw Cut, Favorable Wind, Opening Cut, Reckless Slash, Light Advance, Owl Familiar. And here we go with the Meadow Bloom we already saw. Then we have a Bauble. Important cards in Grand Archive are Baubles. It goes into your Materialize deck, draws you 1. Always a good card. And as are the Virtus Gaia Roar. Seems to be a bit of a Tamer deck going on. With all of the Terra cards we've been seeing and also the Fervent Beastmaster over there. Maybe the game just wants to let me know you should play Sylvie more. You should abandon meta decks. You should just play Sylvie, even though she's not that good. Roy. Okay, we've seen a lot of these cards before, but still, I don't think we've seen the Scry guys yet. So I think that's also a cool thing in Grand Archive, especially the first set. It's a pretty big set, so you will still see cards you haven't seen before in your box, even though you've already opened maybe 10 or 20 boss boosters. The downside is that you also have to open a few boosters to get your whole set. But, you know, opening boosters is fun. Who doesn't want to open more boosters? Shout at your pets. Don't shout at your pets, people. But it's a cute card. And as our SR, an Intangible Geist. This is a Crux card. And it says, on enter, you may choose any amount of Regalia cards from your banishment and put them into your material deck. So Regalia cards are usually cards played from the materialized deck. And as a class bonus, it says, prevent all attack damage that would be dealt to Intangible Geist. So this is a ghost, so you can't attack it directly. You have to find another way to kill it. Costs 4. I really hoped this was a Ghost of Pendragon, but Intangible Geist, I'll take it. It's our 5th, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5th SR of this box. But to be fair, I'm already very happy with Gildas right there. So I feel like I just can't complain anymore about this box. Sylvie, please bond. Oh. Let me go a bit faster through. Ooh, I already spoiled myself. There's a foil in here. I think here it comes. Oh, very nice hit right now. This is an Erupting Rhapsody foil. And why it is a nice hit is because this deck is pretty good right now. Erupting Rye. So I really like this foil. Good foil. The foils are very, very, very rye. Very rye. Second foil, Arcane Disposition, a Spontaneous Combustion, and a Tidal Sweep. Art is so cool in this one. Warrior Sword, Cleave. Cleave is very good in this game. Just means wipe all your enemies off the board, usually. Especially if you're Lorraine. And you also, if you're Lorraine, you get to draw heaps of cards. Life isn't fair. Glacial. Deflecting. Mordred. Channel. Blissful. Stillwater. Barrier Servant. Fairy Whispers. Beast Bonder. Oh, Fairy Whispers isn't uncommon. Beast Bonder. I think this is a good card for if you're planning on making a Tamer deck. And our R is a Storm Tyrant's Eye. Mage Artifact. Which I don't know if it's actually played or not. Haven't seen it, I think. But I haven't dabbled as much in Mage as I have dabbled in other decks. So my opinion on this might not be the most educated one. Alright. Deep Sea Beast Bonder. Amulet. Sockturn. Another Mages. Trade Hawk. Sudden Steel. Set-traps. Ooh, an Increasing Danger. Also a card that's been seen a lot of play recently. Also in the Erupting deck. So these cards kind of starting to work together here. Lets you draw a card and then each player also draws a card into their memory. So you actually draw 2 cards if you play this. Imagine. Pretty good. Conceal and ooh, a Nia. So I know a lot of people like this card because it looks very cool. So let's have a look. It's really pretty. She's really waifu. I think this is just a thing. People just want this card because she's a waifu. And I feel also this card is playable. Looks at the opponent's memory, then choose a name. And if you want to play the card that you chose the name of, it costs 1 more. And the interesting thing is that you don't actually have to pick any card that you see in the memory. You can just pick any card. So if you know the deck well your opponent is playing, you can also just pick a card that isn't in the memory, but you know is gonna be maybe trouble for the rest of the game. Alright, Rye. Weaponsmith, Gift Buff, Invigorating, Zephyr. Ooh, it's a materialization foil. So this one is the, let me get it straight, Assassin's Ripper. And as you can see here, it's very foily and very shiny and pretty. yeah, very cool dagger, very cool foil, very cool. I feel like this is also our last foil. So we have 3 very cool foils, I feel like. Compassion Tutor is our uncommon, Disorientating Winds, and another Immolation Trap, because you can't have enough of those. So I think like 4 packs left right now. Maybe one more SR, I think. Don't think anything else, unless we again get a signed card. They say if you complain more, they will show up more, but who knows? Halfway these packs, I also always get some kind of a little bit hopeless, because I feel like, oh, it's not gonna be in there. But yeah, I mean, the chances are pretty slim. Would be very cool to open it, you know, also on camera. But well, we can't pick those. Oh, and it's 1,000 refractions SR. So I think our last SR of this box. And it says prepare 1. It's an assassin dagger, so this is a Luxem element. So you play this in Xander, level 3 decks. It says prepare 1. You may remove a prep counter of your hero to activate it. And if you do this, you can wake up your champion and return this to your hand. So as long as you have prep counters, you can rinse and repeat this card. Very interesting, very good if you have a lot of attack cards in hand. I like it. It's and also this attacks for 1, so very, very nice card. Not too unhappy about my SRs. Not at all. Right. 3 more boosters to go. 3 more shots at an CSR. I usually jinx it like this. Maybe I just shouldn't talk about it at all. Then maybe it will come to me on its own. Curved Dagger. Sword of Seeking. Oh, three materialization cards after one after another. Lost 2 packs right now. I think this box in the beginning it just went very hard, and then in the middle it kind of slimmed down, and then there were still some interesting cards in the end. As for the card quality, by the way, Grand Archive has such a nice card quality. It also has a really nice back for if you hadn't noticed before. It kind of shines. It shines. I don't know if the camera catches that quite well, but it shines. There you go. And it's also, it's nice to touch. Maybe I'm the only one who has something with touching stuff, but I think Grand Archive has got it nailed down. They make me want to touch. So, Nullifying Lantern, good uncommon, another Arcane Sight, we saw this before, and a Cemetery Sentry. RR. Alright, well, last pack. Last pack. Magic, I hope. Please. Please. I shouldn't get my hopes up, but I still do every time. Alright, here we go. Last pack. Lorraine. Windstream Mud. Deflecting Edge. Assassin's Ripper. Blazing Thorn. Blissful Calling. Value Servant. Accepted Contracts. I don't think it's something is in there, but oh well. Melodious Flute as our uncommon. Warrior's Longsword, and our last card or our last rare of the day is a Tidal Sweep. Alright, so that's it. That's all of our hits right here. So first talking about the foils, we have a beautiful Assassin's Ripper. These foils are in general just amazing to look at. They really shine. And our Creative Shock here. I'm very happy with these foils. They're playable, most of them. The Assassin's Ripper, I'm not too sure, but the other ones are, so that's a good part. Then in terms of our SRs, we have the Intangible Geist, which I think is really cool. The Fervent Beastmaster, the Besiege, which I think is good. 1,000 Refractions, which I think I still need it actually. I'm not sure. Gildas, just an auto include. I'm very happy with her. Reckless Conversion, banned as of now, but who knows? We'll make a comeback, probably, maybe. And that was our as ours. And then for our UR, we had the Majestic Spirits crest. All right, so that's it for this box. I hope you enjoyed watching me open these cards. As I said before, I'm pretty happy with what I got right now. The Gildas really made my day, and also the Creative Shock is just so pretty in foil. So yes, I'm very happy. I hope you managed to spark some interest in Grand Archive, and maybe you have to try it out for yourself one time. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for the rest. If you want to see more of Grand Archive videos where I explain more of the rules, or I take you through the gameplay mechanics, then feel free to let me know also in the comments, or if you have any questions at all, also feel free to let me know in the comments. And yeah, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Do it for me if you want to follow me, or if you want to know more about Grand Archive, the game. And in the future, I think I also will make some videos about Altered, which is another TCG that has a Kickstarter, a very successful Kickstarter if I might add, and which will release in summer somewhere. But I already have some of the demo kits, which I will show you some gameplay of, and also explain you some of the rules. So yeah, stay tuned for that and more. But for now, stay happy and bye bye. See you in the next video.